What's up, everybody? This is Red once again from URL Print and Media. Today is the second day of the Los Angeles Times Festival of Books. We're still here at the beautiful campus of University of Southern California. Right next to me is our award-winning author, best-selling author, Linda Hepner. Linda, how are you?
I'm well. It's so nice to be here and to see so many of you around enjoying books. That's the really important thing. Yeah.
Is this your first time joining the LA Book Fair?
It is actually the first time I've come here, even though I've been a neighbor all of this time. So it's doubly exciting.
Do you like the crowd?
The
crowd?
The crowd, yes, it's wonderful. You know, what I like is the way people stroll and they stop and they think there's something very human about it. It's like being at a museum and you see people just strolling along.
Well, authors like you, they usually visit this place to collaborate, okay? And to meet book readers. Earlier, we gave a copy of your book. They were really delighted to see the book. And you know what? Without further ado, please tell us the title of the book and what makes your book unique.
Right. So the title of the book is The Adventures of Goldilocks and Baby Bear, What Happened Next? And it's the what happened next that is the subject of the 6 stories which I wrote, which one follows over after the other. They were actually written for this young man who's standing behind me, who is my grandson, because when he was about 3, he used to ask me, tell me a story, tell me a story. I told him the story of Goldilocks and 3 Bears until I didn't want to mention the names again. So then I began to embroider, and the stories took on a life of their own. The book is dedicated to him and also to my cousin, my big cousin, who my big cousin was the Goldilocks. He was a boy and got me into all sorts of scrapes and troubles, but we were always fine. And I'm Baby Bear, trotting along afterwards and then growing up. The stories are really, I wrote them in the way that I talk and think to myself. They're really, because they're my voice, what they are really are stories that should be told read by an adult to a child, or by an older person to a child. I do know children who've read them because they love chapter books, but my language isn't extremely simple. So these two get up into all sorts of escapades, but they always end happily. And their families, there's a basic decency about these families in the village where they live, and the animals who are their friends, the trees who are their friends. It's a book, people who love nature and who love a little imagination, but also want to come home safely at the end of the day. Goldilocks is quite somebody, actually. She's got a terrific personality.
All right, you're truly an inspiration, Linda. Tell us the publishing journey. I mean, explain to us your publishing journey, when the first words came out from the book. Can you tell us the feeling or the excitement that you had when you started writing the book?
Writing to me comes very easily. Once I sit down and have an idea or words in my head, the words flow. Don't ask me how or where. I also write a lot of poetry, and it just comes. So there's nothing I can really explain there except that I've been reading and writing since the age of 5. So the poetry that I read then and the stories have obviously influenced me. The problem starts with me with then publishing. I found a very good publisher, but now I've moved to URL, or at least they're helping me a great deal. And what I love about URL is that the different people at URL have really helped me. They've held my hand during things which for you probably very simple, which are dealing with a computer and doing things online and filling out forms. Those things just stop me from trying to publish. So this has really been a great help. And I have to thank a few people read in particular, and Ivy very much so, and other people in your firm.
All right. Anything you would like to say to your grandma?
Well,
Come here. All right.
I just want to thank her for dedicating the book to me, and I would also like to thank her for bringing me here. And yeah, that's really it.
Linda, once again, I want you to invite your book readers. If you have a website, please spell it out. Invite your book readers to purchase a copy of your book.
I don't have a website. That's the sort of thing. Perhaps if Ivy were here, she would help set me up. I do have a Facebook page, which I'm not great at either. My email is lindahepner@gmail.com. That's easy enough to remember, so you can always write to me and I'll communicate. And perhaps I'll set up a website. That would be wonderful. I used to have one a long time ago. Things seemed to be easier. It was a blog spot. It was called Linda's Lookout on one of the blogs, but I haven't used it for years. I'm sorry, I'm so old-fashioned. Should have been born in the 19th century, not now. Right, thank you.
All right, guys, here you go. Please grab a copy of her book. Don't miss her. All right? Thank you very much. Have a good one.